It's
It says it's live on mine.
okay. Okay, now we're live. See, you were live before I was live.
Ta-da!
Yay! Happy Hump Day, everybody! See, I'm not even seeing it. I don't know if maybe my YouTube is slow today.
Let me check. Let's see, that's Monday morning. No, yeah, you've got it playing right now.
Okay.
I'm totally
Sorry.
checking. Yep, we're good.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, then I'm going to find it, and then we will get this going. Do you see anybody? Is anybody stalking us or waiting for us?
I'm looking. It's just you and me. Oh, no, Skye's here. Hi, Skye. Oh, there's Steven.
Awesome.
Yeah. People are
here. Yay!
I'm going to pop out the chat.
I know. Good morning, Miss Skye. I'm getting organized.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. Am I freezing?
Give me 1 second. I'll look.
Okay. I'm trying to think, what can I close? I feel like I've froze.
There's too many hashtags in the world. Hashtag this, hashtag that, hashtag everything.
Oh, like the Twitter hashtags?
Yeah. Okay, you're not freezing on my screen. You're good to go.
Okay. All right, well, cool. Well, then we will go ahead and get started, and you can do your thing, and then I'll do my thing, and then
I'll introduce myself. Yeah.
That's right. Oh, and you know what? I started thinking, just real quick, I started thinking to myself, because I was watching this other YouTuber who was talking about, like, how YouTubers make money. And I think what I'm going to go through, I'm going to go and I'm going to find everybody's links to their, like, books and stuff, and I'll add that into the description along with, like, websites and stuff. Yeah.
April 26th, we can add mine.
Yeah. Okay, all right, go for it.
All right, my name is Carol Brown. I am an urban fantasy author with 8 Little Pages Publishing. I am here to work on book 2 of my series because book 1 is coming out this April 26th. Did you all know my book is coming out? Anyway, so I'm here to work on book 2 and to hang out with my lovely friend. So that's me.
Awesome. And I am DanaG Author, and yeah, I'm working on book 2 today because book 1 is already out, and yeah, whatever, that's it. I'm here. If you're here, you know who I am. I'm having a hard time with words today too, so.
It's Wednesday.
That's right. It's Wednesday. What Alina was like, yeah, Wednesdays can be rough because it's 2 days from the weekend and it's 2 days from Monday, and it's just right in the middle. So anyway, good morning, Stephen and Miss Skye. How are you guys doing today, and what are you working on?
Oh.
I know, I do like your tattoos, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I like them too. I got them all drawn. Usually, yeah. My tattoo artist likes me because I come in. He's like, "What do you want to do today?" I was like, "I drew it and want it right here."
Oh yeah. Not like I've seen the videos where the girls go over to the wall and they're just like, well, I think I want this. And I'm like, man, with that like little thought put into what you're going to put on your body for the rest of eternity, it's like, no. I have 2 tattoos and I thought about it for a very long time. And yeah, and the one is massive. It's on my back, and it's massive. And then because I don't see it every day, I forget that it's there. And then like I'll get out of the swimming pool or out of the shower or whatever, and I'll be like, whoa, what is that? So I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm actually like, I always tell people I'm an asshole, but of course when you first meet me, right, everybody's like, oh no, you're really sweet. And I was like, no, there's this thing called time and place.
Right.
And I think it was, yeah, it was this tattoo. I was getting this tattoo done, which is right out of nerve cluster and all this other stuff. And we were about an hour into the session, and of course, like these two girls walk in, and they're like, "Yeah, I want to get something on the small of my back, and I don't know what I want." And of course, like me, like hopped up on adrenaline and everything else. So I was like, "You might as well just put a target back there because that's what it's going to be used for." And she was just like all clueless. And of course, like the guy next to me was like, "Don't make me laugh while I'm doing this."
Right? That's funny. All right. So what do we have? You're swimming already. So, no, well, yes, you can actually swim in Arizona year round. As silly as that sounds, you really can. However, I do not swim. I know how to swim and I'm a very good swimmer, but I am also kind of subconscious about the fact that I gave birth to two giants and they have wrecked my abdomen. And so oh man, it was so funny. Like with my son, he was so big he actually got trapped underneath my ribs.
Oh geez.
And yeah, and he disfigured my abdomen so much that I couldn't see my belly button. So you know how most, like a lot of pregnant women, their belly sticks out and they have that little like turkey thing that pokes out, which was their belly button. My belly button had actually gone down, so I couldn't see it. And I was like, oh my God. So all I could see was the top, right? And I was like, oh, wow, I'm doing really good with this cocoa butter and this vitamin E and everything. And I don't have any stretch marks. And after he was born, I got up and I looked in the mirror and I was like, what the hell happened to my stomach? I was like, oh my God, I had no idea. And so I have not swam for 17 years. And yeah, I've had plastic surgeons tell me, oh, you know, we can totally take care of that and get rid of them. And I'm like, no, I do. I mean, I don't like them. It's not like they're, you know, comfort teen or anything, but it's kind of like, I fucking did that. You're not taking that from me. Okay.
That's
right. That's right. I mean, seriously, like if I got, I don't know, maybe if I got like into a knife fight or something and I won and I had like a crazy scar from the knife fight, I'm not going to be like, can you get rid of this? I'm going to be like, fuck no, I won. Look at that.
Yeah. So. But in regards to Arizona heat, our ice cream trucks only take Christmas off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
They are pretty active here.
Hold on one second.
Take your time.
Okay. I just want to let Miss Sarah know that I'm alive.
Miss Sarah.
I know, because I just had that yesterday was a rough day. It was a rough day. So you earned your battle scars. Yes, I did. I sure did. So my first kid was really long and super skinny. And then my second kid was of average height, but she was big. She was just it was like a cannonball in there. It's like, holy cow. So yeah. And then I was like, I'm not doing this again. All right. So I've got my.
Hey, Aphrodite. Nice to see you.
Oh, she's with us. Hello. How are you? How was the beach? I was so jealous. Did you see any of the videos that she posted of her view from her hotel?
No, I have been like tunnel vision.
Yeah. Yeah, she was posting these really awesome videos of her view from her hotel room. And then she posted one during the night so you could see like the moon reflecting off the ocean. And then you heard the waves. And I was just like, man. I know. I have a no California policy because I'm scared to death of natural disasters like earthquakes. And Oregon is a little far to go to the beach. Amazing. Yeah. Okay. All right. So are you guys ready to start a writing sprint?
Yeah, let me get this set up real quick.
I know I gotta close my thing and figure out where I left off.
I'm not working on Brownie Wars. I'm working on the. I have the worst titles for my books. Like, I'm happy that my publisher changes them.
Yeah. Yeah, but if it's just like if it's just for you, you know, like before I titled my second book, I was calling it second book, which made no sense at all because I have like 3 that I'm working on. I have 3 projects that I'm working on. So it was The Awakening, second book, and then Deception of My Mind. And it was funny because when I started sending little tidbits of what I was writing for second book, my editor's like, what the hell is this second book? It is what I say it is.
Yeah, my second book working title is called Coming Out, which was just sending not the wrong message, but it's just kind of like much associated with that.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Your friend surprised you with the trip. That's really good. Sometimes you need friends to pull you out of your everyday sameness and get out and relax. Second book, love it. Yeah. Maybe I should change it to The Awakening, second book. So, all right.
My third book is called Caro Can't Do Titles.
Yeah.
Right, I'm ready when you are.
Well, that could actually be kind of funny. That would be like if you start writing humor or, you know, stand-up comedy. Write a book of humorous thoughts and title it Humor or Caro Cannot Title.
Caro Can't Do Titles.
Yeah. That'll work. I think the UPS guy's out front. My husband likes to talk to the mail lady. She's really cute. And I think it's funny. His friends, okay, real quick. So his friend comes over and my husband's talking to the mail carrier. I don't even know what they call them anymore, but she's really cute. She's really young. And my husband's friend's like, "Oh, Dana's coming. You better cut it out." And I walk out there and I was like, "Hey, your girlfriend showed up. Way to go." My husband's friends freak out. They think it is the funniest thing when I just don't care. I'm like, well, whatever. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really bother me. And I think it's funny because she really is super cute. So anyway, stupid story of the day. Let's get started.
All right.
Here we go. Huh?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That is time. We will go ahead and take a break.
I got distracted halfway through because my publisher messaged me. It was asking me questions.
All right on. Yeah, I didn't do very well this time around because I started writing and then it got to the end of the page and it put like the beginning of a paragraph onto the next page, and I was sitting there trying to figure out why, like, half of the, it was weird. It was really weird. So it was like half of the paragraph on the other page broke and went on. And I had just put my cursor in the wrong spot. So I spent like the first half of the sprint trying to figure out where I screwed things up at.
Yeah, I wrote a grand total of 82 words.
Hey, I got 89. Woohoo! Yeah. We are on a roll.
Yeah, I'll be right.
Huh?
I'll be right back.
Okay. I was working. Oh yeah, I tried to make a map for my first book, and I think I did fairly well. It was a lot of like copy and paste of other like land formations that I had found, but it was fun. I really liked it, and it really helped me to keep things into perspective, like where they were going and then how they were going to get back. So maps are always good. Scrivener file project, 10 chapters. That's really cool. I still need to I'm still trying to figure Scrivener out. I like it. I don't know what to do with it yet. I mean, I'm kind of figuring it out, and I'm doing the whole tutorials and everything on how to use Scrivener, and I'm sure it's going to be great once I do figure it out. I just need to dedicate more time to that. And Aphrodite, there's nothing wrong with doing nothing. I know it's not still early where you're at, but it's still early where I'm at, and nothing sounds great right now. You're gonna couch potato and write at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. Since having my procedure done, so what they nicked the nerve in my back, and then my body hated the steroid medication that they put in to try to fix the nerve. And so I have done so many write-ins and writing from the comfort of my bed. So there's nothing wrong with being a couch potato or a bed potato as long as you're getting words on the page. I always start with a blank option. Yeah, and just see. Yeah, you should. If you did a video about how to set stuff up on Scrivener, I would probably be like your biggest viewer, because I'd be like, watch, pause, do, watch, pause, do. So yes, please do, Skye. Do a video so that I can watch it on how to use my Scrivener. Because I was so excited. Like, my number one goal for NaNoWriMo was to get the discount code for the Scrivener, because I was super excited to be more organized in my writing process. And I got it, and I was watching, like I was doing the tutorial that they give you on how to set it up. And it was like, what?
What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a YouTuber here. He's actually really good. I think his channel is called Author Level Up, and he does a couple Scrivener videos, and they're really good. Like, he's slow paced and he explains everything. He's kind of like, this is just really, you really need to know as a writer. The rest of this is if you're doing like doctoral stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because that's what, like, my goal for 2019 was to be a more like organized writer, because I am, I mean, you might be able to see some of it, but I am so helter-skelter when it comes to writing. I've got like papers all over the place, and my husband comes in here and he's like, how do you find anything? And I'm like, I've got my whole book right here. My outline is literally stapled to the wall.
Yeah, one of the nice things I like about Scrivener, I mean, because I go back and forth between Dabble and Scrivener depending on how I feel. But at this process, the one thing that Dabble does not have going for it is that it's not really good with editing. But one of the nice things about Scrivener is that you can change the color of the icon of the chapter. And so I do that. And so, like, for example, if my chapter is good to be sent to the editor, I give it like a green flag. If it's kind of okay, then I give it a yellow flag. If it needs some fucking work, it's all red.
Yeah.
It's like red. There are red flags all over this right now.
Oh, that is awesome. But that's a great way to stay organized too. And that's what I do with my outline. I do like so many different colors. Like I highlight, when I type up my outline, I'll highlight all the important stuff with all the different colors and everything. So
yeah, I'm independent too.
It just keeps you organized. I like your cork board though. That's a really good idea.
It's not even done because I was like, I have enough thumbtacks, and then I used them all. I was like, I need 600 more thumbtacks.
Yeah. Yep. You know where I love to get thumbtacks? The 99-cent store. You can get like 500,000 thumbtacks for 99 cents. And they're just as good as like the Target $4 thumbtacks.
Yeah. At first I was like, I'll just walk to Target and go get some. And then I was like, but that's Target. Like I'm spending $2 other for the Target brand. Like those are, do you want to be in the video? Is that why you're here?
Yes. He's like, I need some love, Mom.
There he is.
Hi. Oh. He is so pretty. And I love those ears. He's got like bat ears.
This is my criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my criminal. He's got a record.
Uh-oh. What did he do?
He bit some creepy guy that got too close to me.
Oh, so he was doing his job.
Yeah, he was doing his job, yeah. But yeah, and it wasn't like a really savage bite. He just kind of like whipped around and bit him on the calf. And the doctor, like when I called to make sure that the guy was okay, he's like, yeah, I just pushed the skin back in place and put a Band-Aid on it. And I was like, okay, then he's fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, creepy guy should have been personal space. Hello.
Yeah. So.
Right on. So he's not a criminal. He's a good dog.
Yeah. But because he's been somebody, I had to get reported to the Humane Society, and now I'm not allowed to have him near children or elderly people. So.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, that's what happens when dogs bite people. But because he's licensed and I have all his shots updated, and he's been like pretty much a couch potato since then. Like they were like, just don't let it happen again. I'm like, I'll try not to. Like. Yeah. Well, that's insane. Oh my God, that actually really kind of pisses me off. That's their job, to protect their humans. Yeah, but I think because when I was talking to the, I guess it's the case manager, when I was talking to her, she says usually what happens in most cases is that when somebody gets bit by a dog, they don't have their shots updated, they're off leash, and the dog went to go chase somebody off the property. But in my situation, the guy got too close, my dog was on a leash, my shots are updated, all that stuff. And when they called to come talk to me, I was immediately like, hello, this is my dog.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Should we get back to work so that we're not yelled at? Do you hear that? Mine is mine is like way more happier. You guys are like, get back to work. And mine's like, if you would like to, you can get back to work at any time now.
I'm happy to start when you are.
Okay.
More than 82 words.
How are we doing over here in the comments? Peter, we'll check that real quick. Faithful for a long time. But you know, I like Google Docs for some things, but I just can't figure out how to use it. Like my son uses Google Docs to write his stories and stuff on, and he loves them, but I don't know. And I think
I can sit down and show you how. The one issue that I encountered is that when you live stream and you have Google Docs, like the lag is like intense.
Yeah.
Like I can't, when I live stream with you guys, I can't use Google Docs. And then another issue that I encounter, because usually my manuscripts are anywhere between 100,000 to 120,000 words, is that it takes a while for everything to load. So.
Yeah, but that's what, like, when I do use Google Docs for some things. I don't know. I think that I'd like Scrivener and my Word documents.
I like it for beta readers. Like, you give them a chapter at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So North Carolina had a thing where if any of the dog bites someone, the dog must. Oh yeah, Pima County had that for a while, and then they started doing if a dog bit a human, they were quarantined. And now it's if a dog bites a human, it's based on the circumstances and the breed of the dog. Because I had a Malamute when I was like 15. I had an Alaskan Malamute, and he was confused with a wolf, and then they lied that he had bit somebody. And so because they were confused whether he was a wolf or a Malamute, he had to be quarantined, because at that point in time, you didn't have to have the rabies vaccine for wolf hybrids or Malamutes. But then it all came out that it was bullshit. It was a bullshit accusation. And yeah, and they released my dog from doggy jail. I know, but a Malamute, when you take a Malamute away from its pack, it's really sad because they just howl. And I knew he was down there in quarantine howling his ass off. And I was just like, man, I gotta go get my Lou.
I gotta get my baby.
I know. All right, ladies. Well, let's get back to work. We got to get more than 80 something words.
No, I'm ready.
So
just FYI, I hear the garbage truck going by. So if you suddenly see my other dog clawing at my face, she just has a noise phobia. So don't worry. I'm okay. Things are fine.
Yes. We will just let her dog eat her face. All right. Awesome. All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to go get some more coffee and then I'll be right back. I had to assist my yard cat and kicking the feral cat's ass in front. All right, that's time. And it looks like they're having a great conversation in the comments. So I got to get over there and find out what is going on with Sarah's curly noodles.
Curry noodles.
I got 172 words this time.
I got 357.
Awesome.
I'm filling in a gap between two scenes.
Yeah. I am trying to figure out how to just lovingly describe the women who work inside a whorehouse. Like the character despised the whorehouse, and now she's like explaining how she used to hate this, and now that she's gotten to know these women and she's actually interacting with them and everything, that she's surprised because they're actually very intelligent ladies. So yeah, so I'm having a whole inner dialogue about whorehouses.
Good job.
Absolutely. That's right. Sex work is real work. It's real hard work too, okay? I mean, gosh. I should find out. I should try to find out how much the brothels in Nevada charge like an hourly wage or rate. And then how much of that money goes to the women versus how much of the money goes to the actual brothel itself.
Gosh, something lucrative if they're going to keep doing it. I mean, they're doing it by choice.
Yeah.
I know that there was so when I lived in Britain, because our payphone things aren't really used for payphones anymore because everybody's got one of these, right? But one time it was raining and I went to stand in one just to wait for the drizzle to go, which was stupid because it's England. It's always drizzling. But when I was standing in there was literally no payphone in there, but the whole thing was covered in call girl cards. And I was just like, wow. So it was like Busty Brunette and, Foxy Redhead and all this other stuff. And I was like, damn.
Yep.
This color red has a whole new meaning now. Shit.
Right? You're like, it's free advertising in the phone booth.
I just came to get out of the rain and now I'm being propositioned.
Oh man. I haven't seen it so much anymore, so I think that it's a dying trend, but I always thought it was weird, when you walked into the bathroom, into a public restroom, and there's paraphernalia written on the walls. It's like, is that a correct, accurate drawing of what you are advertising there, sir? So, but I'm glad that I don't see it anymore because I don't want to have to explain all that shit to my daughter. Not that she doesn't already know, but Curry noodles, those are awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, where did you get your curry noodles at? Is it like a franchise restaurant? Because they sound really good. And I'm already hungry, so now you're making me even hungrier.
Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go cook something when we get off of here. Thanks, Sarah. Now I'm salivating everywhere.
Yeah, I usually don't eat very much after I do a long distance run because my stomach can't handle it. But yeah, freaking curry noodles right now. You okay, baby? You okay?
Yeah. And Steven did 54 words.
Awesome job, Steven.
Yeah, and he was working on a map. So that's really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then sex work is real work. Yes, it is. I always wondered, so there's prostitutes and stuff all over the place. And I often wonder, so they service a John and then they just get up and go to the next vehicle. But that's kind of gross. I'm like, so where are they? They don't take breaks to go clean up or whatever. The whole thing is very mysterious to me. And I'm just, because I'm a germaphobe. And so I try to I envision these women working their corner and I'm just like, well, where do you go to take a bath in between vehicles, you know.
Are you okay, baby? Are you okay? You okay? This is actually kind of nice because usually she's like clawing all over me and climbing and sitting on my lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aphrodite, that's what I'm doing. So I basically said that she's like, she was reflecting on how she was kind of being a shithead, having this like idea about these women, and then as she got to get to know them, now she describes them more like business women, because this group of women are very intelligent and talented, and you get to find out why later in the second book. They're mentioned a little bit in the first one, but in the second one, you know, she's right in the middle of everything.
There's I'm trying to remember the name of it. There was another book I read. I think it was in it was a trilogy, and I think in the second one they were talking about some girls in a brothel, and the lady did it pretty classily. I'll have to find it.
Yeah.
And send it to you. But I liked it a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I was watching years ago. I was watching this show called Diaries of a Call Girl, I think it was.
Yeah.
And I really liked that series, but I don't know what happened between moving across country and everything. I kind of lost base with it, but I liked how she kind of took over herself and wasn't being pimped out anymore. And that's kind of where I that was the last part that I saw. So I don't know if they continued the series or not. Wait a minute. Okay, no, it's a small restaurant. Okay. Yeah, one of these days I'll make it to Illinois. One of these days we'll go do a winter, Christmas blizzard in November together. All right. They do take, yeah, that's what I was like, do they get to take like cleanup breaks, or do they just kind of, you know, I don't know, maybe I should go find a prostitute and like just interview her. I mean, that kind of be weird. I'd probably have to pay her for her time though, which would be even weirder. So, all right. So why don't we go ahead and do another writing spree, and then we will do some more chit chat about hookers.
Sounds amazing.
Awesome. All right. So let's get started in 3, 2, 1, go. What's the matter? Are you okay? You want to come in?
It's okay, Bubbles. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. What's wrong, baby? You okay? Come here. Come here. It's okay. 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 It's okay. It's fine.
All right, that is time.
Yes, time. I got 344.
I got. Let me get this calculator thing out. I've been using the calculator on my phone, and it's been really driving me insane because I go back and forth from the app to the calculator.
Mm-hmm.
Because for whatever reason, up until this moment, I forgot I have a calculator on my computer.
Awesome.
Oh,
Steven got 322. That's really good.
How much?
322 for Steven.
Oh, that is really good. I got 295.
Yeah.
I need to get over to the comments window.
If you do end up getting a Scrivener, it's got like a project window where basically it can do like a session target, but it will like track your word from the start, and you can reset it. That's what I'm doing. I just reset and then just start typing again.
Oh, right on. Yeah. Well, I do have Scrivener. I just don't really know what the hell I'm doing with it. So that's why I need to go and check out these videos so that I can figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah, and then if you want, I can do a screen share with you probably later on, and then we can just kind of go over it together if that makes it easier.
Right on.
Yeah, I don't use all of the features for this program because it's a freaking beast, but I mean, I know enough of it to kind of like make it work. So
yeah.
When I start doing my dissertation, I'll have to look at like these other features that I'm not looking forward to learning.
Right. I just like that you can like keep everything organized like in the same place.
Yeah, that is nice. And you can open up multiple windows and all this other stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the whole cleaning up and everything. I was referring more to like, you know, the ladies that work on the street, not in the brothels. The brothels, I think, are a little bit more classy than your, you know, typical street worker.
Get rest time, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh man. The Bunny Ranch show on HBO. I totally will. See, look, I just had to ask my author friends about prostitution, and I am getting all kinds of information. The Bunny Ranch show. I don't know. I've always wondered how women get into these profession. That's the word I'm looking for. Professions.
I can't fire you, Sarah. I don't have that power.
I think my comments are lagging. Or yeah. Okay.
Of course, your boss won't. You're competent. You're good at what you do.
Right. Well, yeah, you've got a lot going on. I know. My daughter, we were at the store the other day, and we walked by the liquor aisle, and she's like, "Mom, how come you don't drink?" And I'm like, "Well, my life's not stressful enough to start drinking just yet." But it will be. And then she was like, yeah, it was so funny because my niece and her went to the store, and my niece very comfortably walked down the liquor aisle, and my daughter like stopped at the beginning of the aisle, and she's like, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to be in there." And I'm like, "You can walk down this aisle." And she's like, "Well, I'm not 21. I'm not allowed to be in there." I'm like,
"Says who?"
I know. I'm like, "We're in a grocery store. You can walk down any aisle. You just can't purchase any of this stuff." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" But she did. She thought that she wasn't allowed to go down the hall or down the aisle because she wasn't 21, which was kind of cute. I thought it was kind of her night. she's growing up way too fast, and her naive moments are becoming less and far between. So, yeah. So what, do you want to do another sprint, or do you got something you need to go do?
I can do another one if you want to do 4 today.
Okay.
We can make your app happy.
Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll do another one because I just heard Mr. Man leave again. So we could go ahead and do another one, and then maybe I'll actually get, like, I don't know, 500 words today. Winning. So she keeps thinking I'm better at this than I am. She doesn't think it, Sarah. She knows it, okay? That's why she's like, go ahead. Go ahead. You be you, because you're awesome. And we all believe that. No. So, all right, we're going to start writing in 3, 2, 1, go.
What you doing? You doing, big boy?
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, come here. I'm watching you. Come here. Come here.
Oh, yeah, kitty cat.
Yeah, she's trying to climb up onto the bookshelves, and I don't want her to knock stuff over, so I convinced her to come hang out with me. Now she's going to sit in the window. That hurt. That hurt, kitty.
No, can't have that. I got 300 words.
I got... I got 246 words for the fourth stream, or stream. Shira, what are you doing? She totally knocked over a glass cup. It didn't break because it didn't hit the floor, but you are being a naughty girl, Shira. She's in the windowsill. All right. Is this Aphrodite? Is the link that you put in there, is that for, is it, well, obviously it's a video, but what's it for? Oh, wow. Aphrodite's on a roll, 318, and Steven got 118. Hello, Nelson. How are you today? Oh my goodness. Oh, you let your hair down? Are you like, do you let your hair down when during writing, different writing times? Like if you're writing like a fight scene, you put it down, or
oh no,
let
it
it loose?
depends if my neck is, it's all if my neck is warm or cold. Like I had it up earlier because I ran so much this morning.
Yeah.
So I was trying to help cool down, but now I'm cold. So now it's just like, okay, where's my blanket?
Right. Oh yeah, I do that. I depending on what I'm doing. Like sometimes that doesn't bother me to have my hair on my neck, and sometimes I'm like, no, it's got to come off.
I had a pixie cut for like the longest time, for like, I want to say probably a decade. I had a pixie cut, and then my husband was like, "You think you could try growing it out?" And I was like, "Sure." It doesn't take any effort on my part, right?
Right.
Little did I know about healthcare or hair care.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I bleached it. I bleached it last year, and it looked really good, but I wasn't ready for like the damage it was going to do to my hair. So then I immediately had to learn about like hair mass and recovery and all this other stuff. So
yeah. I had so I had grown my hair past my hips, and I started having some health scares. They had found some stuff in my throat, and they before we did ultrasounds and stuff, they decided to tell me all the things that it could possibly be. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I woke up one night and I was just like, okay, I can't afford to be sick. This cannot be happening. And so I made a deal with the creator of the universe that I would, because I was very vain about my hair. And I was like, I will give all of my hair to the kids with cancer for their wigs if you just, whatever this is, isn't serious. And so the very next day, I went in to have my hair cut. And I told the lady, I said, you know, I don't want to go past my shoulders. Don't go any higher than my shoulders. I walked out of there and literally I was like, she should have just got her knife out and scalped me. I mean, it was so short. It was like up here short. And I came home and my husband was like, what did you do? And of course I had my little donation envelope and I was like, I gave it to the kids. And fortunately it grows back fast though. Cause I mean, it was literally up to my ears and this is 1 year, like 1 year and 3 months of growth. So I've got some time to get it back to where it was, but, and then, yeah. And then this, what's going on in my throat, he decided it was one of those, we could do the biopsy, but we might piss it off or we can just let it be alone and see where it goes. And I was like, you know what? Let's just let it be alone and see where it goes. Because if it's not going to kill me now, I don't want to piss it off. So
you don't want to aggravate it by making sure it's not deadly.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what he said. So he was like, based on your family's history, because so we watched it for like 4 months and it didn't grow. It didn't actually like grow significantly. So he is confident that it's nothing serious. And he's like, based on your family history, I'd rather just leave it alone than piss it off and it becomes something serious. And I was like, okay. So every couple of months I go in and they stick a camera. I didn't even know you could do this, but he puts a camera up into my nose and then he can see down into my like throat. And I asked him, I was like, why do you have to go up through my nose? And he's like, because you get a different view coming down through your nose versus going in through your mouth. And I was like, that is wicked awesome. And I said, I do. And I get he puts the monitor right in front of me. So I like get to see the inside of my nose and my throat. And I was like, this is so cool. And he's like, he's like, by far my weirdest patient. He's like, nobody wants to watch this stuff. And then you come along. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So what's going on over here? This dude just threw an epic fit at me for no fucking reason. Did you beat him up?
Yeah, violence.
That's right. That's right. Get up and throw something heavy at him.
Violence. I just have to put that back on my phone.
Yeah. All right. I want to. I love Sarah. She shows up and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on here? We're going to have like Rumble in a small town in Illinois. She's going to like get up and. Oh, did you love that moment when he realized that he was being a dumbass? I love that moment. I love it, especially with my kids when they're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. All right.
All right.
I know. I'm like, I gotta go because I'm hungry and I've gotta do the bathroom thing and everything. But now I'm like, no, I don't want to go. We have to find out what happens to Sarah.
Yeah, right.
I know. It's like daytime television. What happens next? Idiots on Wednesday. Yeah. That's right. It's hump day. Don't ruin our hump day by being a moron. So, All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up, and
right.
we'll be back tomorrow. So go ahead.
All right. I'm Carol Brown. I am an urban fantasy author with 8 Little Pages. I am here on YouTube. I have multiple social medias. If I have a book coming out on April 26th, if the pre-order link is coming soon, if you would like to get a sneak peek at the world, you can either go ahead and buy the short story I have out for 99 cents, or you can sign up for my newsletter and get it for free. Whichever one you prefer, it's there for you. I am still working on book 2. I did get into chapter 6. So hopefully this will be ready for me to send to my editor at the end of April. So that's me.
That would be really cool. So, all right. Well, and I am Dana Gollin, and you can find all of my wonderful stuff at DanaGollinWrites.com. And if you'd like to get a free copy of my book, you can sign up for my newsletter. Yeah, and all my fancy stuff is there. And I'm still working on my Patreon page where I blow sunshine up your butt every day for a month. So anyway, Aphrodite knows of 8 Little Pages.
Yeah, because they do a lot of indie author services. Like they do book covers and formats, and they've got like a whole bunch of stuff. They just started getting into publishing this year. So like, for example, there's another author that we have. Her book is actually coming out this week. Her name is Tiffany. She's got like a book involving like mermaids, and that's about all I know about it because I haven't read it yet. I just know she's got mermaids. So I was like, I'll read it.
Oh, that's really cool. I didn't even know who 8 Little Pages was until I met you. And then I found out like, oh, there's actual like people who this is actually a thing. So right on. Well, cool. Well, I am definitely going to get off of here, and we will be back tomorrow on Skye's channel. So go to the links below.
Skye has something going on with the kids. We're going to go on somebody else's channel.
Oh, okay. Well, I missed yesterday, so I didn't get the memo.
I forgot whose channel we're going on, but I know it's not Skye because her kids are starting spring break. So.
Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, then we'll find out and we'll be there. So
be there. Yeah.
That's right. All right. Awesome. Well, then I will see you guys. They're doing that. Oh, right on. Awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Well, then we will see you guys tomorrow on someone's channel.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.